Yo, I think I'm live now. What's up, everybody? We're back. Another week back at it. Yo, I think I'm live now. What's up? How's everybody doing? I think it's actually pretty delayed, to be honest, but what are you at, Orem? How's you getting on, old man? You young whippersnapper. Hey, Carly, how's it going? Yeah, hopefully I don't run into the same problems with my camera, but I was messing with the settings a bit. I think it was because I had the power saving mode on, so after a couple of minutes it would just kind of disconnect. Yes, bye. Yeah, that's sick. I'm trying to get funded with Alpha Futures right now. Try and double my profits. What's up, Betty? Betty, is that Bettina? The one that was just B before? Yo, Timothy, you're here. You're here. My man. Oh, you're from Alberta? Sick. Sweet, man. I'm from Newfoundland, actually. Yeah, that's why I was saying friggin' young whippersnapper to Orem. He's from Newfoundland, too. Nice. Different account, I see. Sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a nice little engulfing candle here and wick down, maybe. Got some clear weakening on the way down, but James, the shepherd has arrived. Let's all follow James. We are the sheep and he is the shepherd. Dude, I was looking at your Instagram, actually, man. You got some sick posts on there. I'm from Newfoundland, Timothy, in Canada. Yes, it's just a small island with a bunch of idiots like me living here. How about you? Yeah, I went to your business profile, man. That truck is crazy, dude. That truck is gigantic, man. My weekend was good. Thanks for asking, Ariel. Yeah, I didn't really do much, but well, actually, I subscribed to Peterson Academy. I'm trying to get some courses done with him. Just some overall like psychology stuff. I'm thinking it might help me with trading. I'm not sure, but yeah. How was yours? Hope it was good. Mississippi. Yes, bye. Country boy. Yes, boy. Mississippi. That's about as fast as I can say it. Yeah, that's sick though. That's one thing that's sick about trading is you can literally be from like anywhere. Doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you got like an internet connection and some kind of device, you can do it. No excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna skip this song. I don't really like this one. Yo, Shibby the man. The man hath arrived. How's it going, man? What do you mean by bid, though? Bid Pez. A little bit confused by that, not gonna lie. Yeah, sure, Timothy. Crap, my toe stuck in my pants. Oh yeah, I was gonna set up Zoom somehow so I can do that drawing thing. One sec, Timothy. I'm gonna get that all set up so I can actually draw it out and do a better job. Yeah, for sure, Arm. That's sick, man. Shit. Okay, so Timothy, basically I look for price to react at certain areas where previously it's kind of been a turning point on the 15-minute time frame at least, because like to me the 15-minute time frame is the lowest time frame where we can, you know, trust that it has enough strength to give us an idea of where it's going to have a strong reaction. Like if we drop down to the 5 minutes, like it's not enough space, it's not enough like time has passed to represent in one candle for us to like kind of trust it's giving us enough information. So typically I'll spend most of my time on the 15-minute chart so I can you know, get my more precise entries within like the overall bias I have of the higher time frames. You know, these resistance levels and support levels I have marked out here are really just key levels where, you know, like either buyers took over sellers right here, like they did it a few times. You can see this is a really key level right here, or sellers took over buyers previously, like right here, which I would say this resistance actually isn't that strong, but I don't really want to wait till it gets all the way up here. When it comes to actual setups, I'll either take a bounce off these levels or a pullback counter trend. Like right here we're kind of coming down, but if it shows a nice bit of strength, I might be in for a buy. Say we came up to this level here, I'd wait for a closure above. Say we worked our way up in a couple candles. If we actually held above this level and closed, that would give me a strong indication that buyers are taking over where sellers previously took over. So in my eyes, with this being a pretty volatile area where there's going to be a lot of volume, I'm thinking that if we retest and get the extra confirmation first, and then we push up again, I'll have an entry sitting right here, so I'll have a safe spot for my stop loss back within the range, and then just have a TP wherever. Not the best at explaining it. I still need time to still need to work on my explanations or whatever, but I hope that gives like a general idea of what I'm looking at. Shibby, I'm doing good, man. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, Carly. Yeah, as I explain it more, I feel like I'll definitely get better at like putting words together kind of in a way that makes more sense. I was watching a podcast for Titans of Tomorrow. It was a trading psychologist that was on there. He was basically saying like people who dedicate a lot of time to trading, with it being such a nuanced thing to learn, like where it's not like you're doing the same thing over and over. Yes, you are, but at the same time, every setup's going to be slightly different in some way. Just because the same thing doesn't happen exactly you know, we look for patterns that repeat itself, but when it comes down to it, like, there's a reason why no algorithms are perfectly profitable. Like, there's a reason why bots aren't the best at trading, because you need that intuition, right? But for that reason, it's one of the hardest things to teach. So I'll pick, like, if you do it for long enough, you'll pick up on things that you don't even know you're picking up on. And then when you try to explain something, you'll miss things that you could have threw in there to possibly help the person that you're explaining it to. Which is why I got like a lot of respect for Daniel, because Daniel is a good teacher when it comes to teaching something that's as hard to teach as this. Because it's not like you can just sit down and be like, yeah, 5 + 5 = 10. Either you get it or you don't. What's up, Bluey? It's good to see you, man. Oh, really, Ariel? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that get into trading, when they first get into it, they do get into the bots at first, just because they don't have the information. Like, when you're like fresh into it, I feel like you're a little bit more naive to that stuff. It's all good though. It's like part of it. Yeah, especially that too, where I'm like, after being into this for so long, and even before I locked in, I had known about trading for quite some time. So I already knew the basics kind of before I actually locked in. And after knowing about it for so long, like, I forget that there's people that's going to be in my chat that don't even know how a candlestick works. Like, they don't even know about the candle opening here on a bullish candle, you know what I mean? And what it represents. So, yeah, you can easily jump ahead. Yeah, Bluey, that's such a good point, man. Signal groups, they'll just, what's the word? Like, draw you in easy when you first get into it, for sure. Don't really like that the hourly close so strong bearish, but I do like that we engulfed that previous candle. Yeah, for sure, Orm. If I were to enter it this wick and go below, holy crap, man, that's crazy. That's like 100 pips below that support from that wick. And I don't like that all these wicks are kind of showing bearish momentum too, but I do like that it filled most of the range, and I can see it kind of pulling back up at least a decent amount. We'll just see how this plays out for now. Is my candle frozen? What's going on? Why is there no volume right now? I don't trade NQ, bro. Mainly because I can't. Well, I could get it on my Top Step account, but I just don't see the point. Because I would have to pay like $170 my currency per month just to trade NQ, when gold is like my main thing. I might only take like 1 or 2 trades per week on NQ, and it's just not worth it, really. Yeah, I think if we wick down, I'm going to be in for a buy if we break the previous, to be honest. I'm only on challenge accounts, so don't really care that much. I used to trade NQ though, just not anymore. Not because I wasn't very successful with it, but I just like gold more. I feel more comfortable with it for sure. Man, that saxophone is actually banging right now. Yeah, Cody loves NQ. Cody is a no wick bandit, man. The no wick bandit OG too. Like, there's been other no wick bandits that come into the mentorship and everything, but bro, Cody is the no wick bandit OG. Nobody compares to Cody taking no wick entries. I'm just playing. Cody, how you been, man? We haven't talked in a while. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm drinking black iced coffee. I think I'm gonna put a buy stop here, to be honest. Yeah, man, you were winning so many of those though. It's actually funny how many no wick trades you won. I mean, not that they were like no wick, but they would be like a little tiny one and you'd be all in. Yeah, black coffee is the best. I have like 2 or 3 a day, I would say. Maybe even 4 some days. I'll be alright. I have an appointment on Wednesday. Yeah, yeah, dude. Stay hopeful, man. For sure. It's gonna work out, bro. It is. 1 to 2 ticks. 1 to 2 ticks. That's all you need. I don't know where the volume went when this candle opened. There was like literally 3 minutes where we barely moved. And now, in the past like minute, we friggin' moved. 60 ticks. Like, what? I think I'd actually prefer if we were to kind of wick down a nice bit and then close small body up here. That would be way better, I think. Yeah, that would be way better. But there's still so much time left that I'll leave my boss out there for now. Profit target is 3K, Mitch. Yeah, 3K. It's pretty similar to Top Step. I'm not sure how the payout rules are, but yeah, I think the payout rules are different, but the actual process of getting funded is pretty much the same. I'm going to cancel this now, actually, because the stop is getting so big. And I'm going to pray that we close small body up here. LeBron, pretty much what just happened, like pushing down so friggin' much. I don't really want to have a 114 tick stop, so. But watch it play out now. I mean, you could still do it, like, if it were to break the previous in the next 3 minutes, you could still do it, because visually, I mean, I don't know, even to this next level, it wouldn't even be a 1-to-1, so, yeah, maybe not, actually. I thought it would be, just looking at it, but. I think if the 30 actually closes with strength and this kind of sticks around a little bit, then that would be a lot better. So that's what I'm going to hope for and see if it happens. If not, we could just keep dropping to oblivion and come down to this level. I mean, by then I would like to have some green on the 30. At least like some support in some way. But it would be in a weird position though, for sure. We'll see. We just got to see what it presents us. React, not predict. Type she. Alpha seems good though. I think if I were to pick like one other prop firm that would be all right, it would be Alpha next to Top Step, I feel like. What's up, Trail Daddy? Should be there, might be, man. Not really sure how to fix that though. But that's gonna have to be something that I figure out for sure. Because I do notice that when I'm typing, or when I get a chat message, I'll answer it, and then like a minute later, someone will reply, and I'm like, bruh. Yeah, Guardius, we'll see, man, for sure. Yeah, Mitch, so you know how to change that in your settings, like latency and stuff? Oh, okay. That's good then. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I actually switched over internet a couple days ago, and I got like the best internet I can get where I am. So I figured it would be way better, but maybe it's not. Like I got like the 1.5 gig download speed, but maybe the hardware on this computer is not like good enough to really actually capitalize on it. But got a new computer coming in, so hopefully that one is gonna be better. I'm gonna start streaming on TikTok when I get that new one at like simultaneously as I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah, 3 minutes on this candle. I think what would be sick would be this. But who knows, man? Who knows? I might be asking for a lot by asking for that. Other than that, it's going to be a friggin' nice while before something happens. Oh, there is NQ on Alpha, Cody. No, there is NQ on Alpha. It's just with Top Step, once you move to live on Top Step, they'll charge you for an extra ticker thing. So like you can only get a certain group of commodities or whatever to trade. And other than that, if you want to get an extra subscription, you have to pay like 170 my currency, 150 my currency or something per month, which I just don't want to do. But yeah, actually thinking of that now, I could trade NQ. Holy smokes, dude. Why is this why is this massive gap there? What the heck? Yeah, it is pretty dumb. You'd think they'd cover that, but yeah, really though. Definitely want to sell into it, not gonna lie. That is ultimate clean range. That is what you call clean range right there. Is this all-time highs too? Kind of rejecting up. Even if it's like a small red, maybe, as long as it's like above where disclosure was, maybe could do it. Well, it depends. This 30 would have to be a little bit stronger for sure. If the 30 closes kind of dozy, I'm not going to be doing anything. Reject up. Reject up. I'm using my emotional indicator. I'm going to enter a trade no matter what. JK. Keep getting my toe stuck in my pants at the bottom. Probably a few hours, LeBron. Yeah, a few hours until like, because once you get into the third hour of Asia, it kind of gets a little bit tricky when it comes to the volume dying down for sure. Yeah, I do not like how dozy that 30 is, man. Seth purring in the chat. What's up, man? Let's go, Seth. Ring the alarm. I made it. Dude. Thank you, Seth. Thank you. My man. But why were you not already subbed, though? That's the question. That's the question on everybody's mind right now. Why were you not already subbed? Let's go, bro. Seth got those connections. Yeah, get me on the line with Trump. I want to know where the market's going. Yeah, sick. Just do that over and over again. Get the algorithm pumping me out. Couldn't really do anything here no matter what. Like the 30 open and didn't even leave a wick at all. But yeah. pretty whack. We'll see, Grant. We'll see. I'm not going to answer that just yet, but we'll see. We got to see how a couple more candles print. I'm trying to alpha because not just for fun, I actually want to hopefully get myself in a position where I got a live account with these guys too. And then kind of just double my profits if I can. Even though like I have been doing really good on Top Step. I think I'm going to take a big payout out of my Top Step account soon. After I get a couple more 150 days, I might take like a $25,000 payout or something. Let's go, dude. Yeah, I got freaking like 10 bags of ketchup chips, so that's no problem. Yeah, I would say Top Step is the best choice for sure. Yeah, Grant, it's pretty sick, man. I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm Canadian, I'm actually not a big fan of ketchup chips. Not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of chips in general, though, to be honest, so that's probably why. If we can engulf all this stuff in a couple candles, I think I'd really like that. That hourly would look really good then. But we'll see. Oh yeah? You'll be in Canada on a trip, or you're actually moving here? Cinnamon donuts? Nah, not cinnamon donuts, but like Boston cream, that's the shit, man. You go to Tim Hortons, you get a Boston cream donut. Dude. You can't get better than that. Can't. Or like the 50 pack of Timbits. I've literally went and got a 50 pack of Timbits, which you're supposed to get for like a big group of people. But I've went and just sat down and eaten literally 50 Timbits because they're so good. Friendsmas. What's Friendsmas? Okay, sweet. Tap in, Cody, come to Newfoundland. When am I starting my mentorship? Honestly, I have been thinking about it after a couple years of streaming. I'm going to do something similar to what Dan's doing probably, but I need way more experience. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to teaching, nor do I have the experience to like be confident that I'm giving like high quality information or like providing a really good service. So like after a couple years, definitely I feel like I'd be ready, but I need to get a lot more experience doing this. There's one W of the stream though. My camera hasn't shut off, but I probably just jinxed it. So if it happens, it's totally my fault. Yeah, Ariel, you'll get the early bird discount for sure. Just because you were the first comment on my first ever live stream, you know what? You get free access. I'll teach you how to be a high level unprofitable trader. How's that sound? That's what I can offer right now. What's up, Sham? How's it going, man? Yeah, we gotta link up in Bali, man, soon. Well, I guess if that April trip goes ahead, then I'm sure we'll link up. But when are you planning on going back to Australia? Yeah. Zoom, that's a good idea. Oh, really, Rob? Ever read Al Brooks Bar by Bar Books? What? That's so hard to say. Why is that so hard to say? Yeah, I do need to get my passport. I'm actually kind of working on it. Kind of. I need to get someone to sign the thing, and then I need to get my pictures redone, because I actually went to the place. I was like, all right, here's my application. I got my pictures. I got everything ready to get my passport. They looked at the pictures and they were like, nope, this is no good. I was like, what do you mean? I got it professionally done at Walmart, which is funny because I know you're going to shit talk me for saying Walmart that way. But yes, I am. I'm wearing a turtleneck because I'm vibing. But yeah, the guy at Walmart, he actually completely messed up the pictures. They wouldn't even accept it. But I also had other things messed up on my application too, so. Yeah. Shame, when I comes to Bali, man, I'm going to be rocking a turtleneck, and you are too. If you don't have one, I'm bringing one in your size, and you're wearing one. Yeah, Walmart. Taffy, what are you doing? My cat's just lit on the bed right there, staring at me. Stares at me, and then he goes and licks his, you know, and then he goes a bit of shit. In the beginning, iPods were the way, the truth, and the life. There you go. Not sure why you wanted me to say that, but took me well, see, I had already had experience with prop firms because I had payouts with Bullinox beforehand. So when I moved to Top Step, it was a pretty quick process. I got funded in a few weeks, and then like the first week of being funded, I got a payout with them. So about a month probably in total, like through the challenge process and using the Express account. And it was 5 weeks to get my, no, it was probably 6. I think it was like 6 weeks to get my live account with them, which is kind of crazy. I don't know how things went so well with that. And now soon I'm going to take a massive payout. It'll be like, yeah, it'll be pretty big. Well, on these challenges here, like, I'll risk, okay, put it this way. If I'm on my live account, I'll give myself 20 to 30 trades of room before I blow the account. So I would have to lose at least 20 trades in a row before I blow the account. Yeah, I'm on live, Kashi. This is a alpha futures challenge, but yeah, I'm on live on Top Step. Not trading my Top Step right now, but yeah, just trying to get my 150 days on that. LeBron, I don't really want to say like how the money amount that I'll risk, because it's really different for everybody. Like if you're early in your journey, you'll want to kind of take it slow and not go super heavy on challenges. But for me, like, I'll just try and pass this in a couple days. Yeah, Kashi, we haven't talked in so long either, bro. Like, where have you been? Ever since you got your tools stolen out of your car, you just never showed up. Check. Chill. Damn, we got 29 people here. That's sick. It's actually really good. Not gonna lie. I can't believe I hit 100 subscribers already. I'm just trading futures right now, Jason. I don't really know anything about options, to be honest. Adam, what's up, man? Thanks, Grant. Cody's coming in clutch with the bots subscribing to me. Thanks, bro. Unless I get banned, then it would just be your fault that I got banned. Yeah, Seth, I remember you talking about that. You're pretty into options, hey? The green screen. This is actually a green screen, but I got the settings on for it to be black. Seth, I'll look at those messages after. Futures is treating me good. It's pretty much like, it's pretty correlated with Forex, but it's showing a representation of like future prices that's forecasted to be reached, and then you sign contracts to make transactions when it reaches that price. It's just like no different, really. What levels? Just down here is pretty key. We rejected it a few times. If we break past this and close below, I think it's a strong probability that we'll push down a nice bit. But if we come up here, you know, it's not really a major resistance, but it's strong enough for me to put a level there at least, especially with the next one being all the way up here. I don't really want to wait that long. Yeah. No, I don't ever look at the 5-minute chart. Oh man. Inazuma. Is that how you pronounce your name? Inazuma? But yeah, that's OG, man. You've been around for a long time, dude, in the community. Like back when I first joined, you had already been there for a while, I think. Are you still crushing it, Zuma? I remember seeing your dashboard a long time ago. You were doing pretty well, eh? How's things been going lately? Yeah, let's see. So we probably joined around the same time, maybe. 'Cause I think it was... I think I joined in February or something around then. It's up to you, Adam. Do you want to lose your money to the market? It's up to you, man. That's what we're all here to do. We're here to lose. And if we win, too bad. Yeah. Legit. Oh, wait. You're the guy who said it's 2 a.m. for you. Bro. Well, I can't say much. I was up all night for like months trading. I literally stayed up all night and slept during the day for probably 3 to 4 months straight. There would be days where I didn't see my family because they would be like going to work when I was asleep and stuff. And then every morning I would walk around a pond that's behind my house, and that would be the only time I would get sunlight or go outside. And I never seen the main road in my town for 3 months. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, that's good, man. Sometimes, LeRon. Depends on how Asia goes, really. If I don't get any trades, then I'll probably trade a bit tomorrow, because I gotta sleep before then. Yeah, I was just cooking my brain, being on the charts all the time. Really, that was it. Yep, locked in area. Locked in on everything but diet. That's like my motto. I need to freaking lock in on my diet, though. I keep saying that. I need to replace this gum. Let's go, Ty. Here, let me pop another nicotine gum real quick. This is the shits. This is what gets you going for trading, man. You need some nicotine in your system. No, I'm just playing. I don't want to influence anybody. Audio's a bit quiet. Cody. I used to, but I gave it up. I do have cigars every now and then, yeah. Cigars are the way to go, to be honest. I used to smoke a pack a day for the longest time. Not good, dude. Felt like absolute poo. Yeah, Matthew. For some reason, I remember you talking about that. That is pretty common, I think, though. Yeah, you don't inhale the cigars. That's why I feel like it's better. Yeah, I'm Sigma lensing right now. Yeah. Matthew, let's go, bro. Are you actually quitting smoking? Like, or are you just saying that? Like, are you actually quitting? Seth, you're crazy, man. You want me to do that ASMR signals type beat? You can do it though, man. For sure. If you really want to. That's the thing. You gotta actually really want to. Man, Cody. It's actually unreal, dude. The packaging for cigarettes in Canada is just ridiculous. But it's funny though, because I think there's a study done that where it says ever since they introduced that packaging, it's been more people buying cigarettes. Yeah, I'm diversifying into alpha, yeah. Because I can't buy any more Top Step accounts. After you get moved to live, you can't even get more accounts with them. Dude, I seen this video of Matthew. I can't remember the guy's name. Is it Tony Robbins or something? That motivational guy. I don't really pay attention to a lot of the stuff he says, but he said one thing that kind of stuck to me. Because I'm a big believer in like identity. If you, because right now you're saying I'm attempting to quit. I'm trying to quit, but you just got to be like, dude, I'm quit. You know what I mean? If you keep saying you're trying to, you're not fully doing it. You got to actually like identify with being quit. You got to be quit. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of helped me do it. Dude. Cody, if you bring cigarettes from the States, you need to give me some. Actually, no, I'm quit. What am I saying? I almost forgot I was quit. On live, the MLL is just 0. No, I don't have any experience swing trading, no. I think you can swing trade with futures. I think you can, yeah, but not through Project X because it's all prop firms going through them. So yeah, cold turkey is pretty good. I use the nicotine gum just because I like the nicotine gum. Like I don't chew nicotine gum because I need it to not smoke. I actually chew it just because I like it. I feel like it helps me focus or whatever. Oh yeah, that's sick, man. LM, that's good to hear. Yeah, Ty, we're gone, bro. 100%. We gotta do some streams together. Legit, Matthew. Yes, Cody. Yeah, smoking doesn't even affect Cody. Whenever I think about quitting smoking, I think about the show Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know if anybody's seen that. It's such a good show. But one of the characters, he's like a little kid. His name's Dewey. And he picked up smoking. And then his dad made him smoke like as many cigarettes in a row as he possibly could until he just couldn't do it anymore. I think that was from Malcolm in the Middle. Maybe I'm tripping. Damn, Matthew, dude, that habit is ingrained in you by now. But you can still quit though, 100%. Collar blue neck is red, Cody. What? Oh, I read that wrong. That's the friggin'... That's that song that's going around on TikTok, eh? Yeah, I seen that. Oh, Cody knows about it. Don't worry. My collar's blue and my neck is red. Oh yeah, I get it. I went to that guy's profile. He has some weird videos. But that song actually is good though. I wouldn't listen to it, but I can see why people would. Trade workers and stuff. Damn. 130,000. No, I shouldn't. Dude, that's crazy, man. But you're quit now, though, so it's all good. You could have bought a friggin' BMW with that money, man. Imagine if you just never bought any packs of cigarettes and saved the money. But then it's like, you can say that, but honestly, the chances of you not spending that money on something else is pretty low. Yeah, I need to start smoking on the stream. Just puff a cigarette and then write them all off at the end of the year as business expenses. All of this stuff, like my monitor, my lighting, my new computer I got coming in, even my phone, I'm going to write off when I do taxes at the end of the year. Because I used it to earn a business income, basically. So I can actually do that, which is sick. And we're getting a massive push up now. Yeah, dude, you actually can do that for the evaluations. Imagine I go back and add it all up, and it's like $50,000 in activation fees. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, it's true. It'll actually be a decent chunk. When I add up all the stuff I got for the setup, it'll be pretty good. Yeah, legit, Matthew. I was looking into that too. That's a good idea, for sure. What does this closure look like on the 30? 1 hour. Four hours still has 59 minutes. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, I can claim clothes too? Well, that means I need to get a fucking huge Cuban diamond chain. Yeah, that's sick. Matthew, was it you that was working on doing the real estate stuff, or am I thinking about someone else? I feel like it was. I might be wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was you. How's things been? I don't think we talked until we used to have that voice chat on the go where everybody was talking. That used to get crazy, man. Good memories in there, though. Talking about Kashi. I don't know if he's still here, but I used to die laughing talking about Kashi being a freaking 4 foot tall, overweight person. Dang. That's kind of crazy. But the haircuts, I won't really need that. I never cut my hair, so. Or very rarely. I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is a little bit long. Asia Open would have been this candle right here, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah, there would have been no sells there. Because the Asia Open was kind of after the move already. Cassie is still here. 4 foot and beautiful, man. Oh, trust me, I know. I knows you're pretty. Yeah, that's perfect. You got it mapped out, man. That's honestly a really good plan. You get some real estate on the go along with your trading, because it'll give you something else to do. It's kind of why I'm doing the streaming and like building up a following. That's like my other thing. Even though it's around trading, it's still like a separate kind of. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, gotta do that. Kind of interested to see how this is gonna play out. I gotta think like. Let's say we were gonna close something like this, like. Who knows? Yeah, for sure. That's funny, eh? Trading mentors are, a lot of them are pretty dodgy. It's hard to find one that's actually sensible. And then it's the same thing with real estate agents, I feel like. Well, I was hoping to get a break above that level, but I don't think it's going to stick around, especially with how the 1 hour was looking. Could kind of see it exploding there. Who knows? Maybe it won't go much further, or any more further at all. Crazy B, what up? I mean, it would be extended one color technically, but the 1 hour being looking like that, I feel like we could be in for a four green candle 15 minutes maybe, depending on how it plays out here, obviously. Crazy B, what's going on? Chilling, got my cat right there, trading, drinking black coffee, black iced coffee, man. Life is good. If we do overextend, I'll just look for a little bit of a pullback. Plays out. if it plays out, I might be able to get a payout and then go to Walmart and get myself a pair of socks. Yeah, I think Asia sessions are going to be the go for me. I kind of like doing it before bed and waking up for New York, depending on how Asia goes. Oh, look at that. NQ's kind of pushing down. Wouldn't mind selling below that, to be honest. Might keep my eye on NQ here. Hello, son. How are you? Look who it is. I'll say it every time you join, Mr. I'm going to lock in on trading, and then shows up one day and never shows up again. Yeah, I'm going to have to, Cody. All the way down to fill that entire gap. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep saying it, because if I don't, then you're never going to lock in again. Well, you were never locked in the first place, but I know you can do it, Brady. I know you can do it. You got to get out of that comfort zone, man. Just show up. Be consistent. All those motivational videos he sends me about friggin' showing up and being consistent and putting the work in. Then he shows up one day trading and then he never does it again. Come on, bye. Wow, look at gold. Sorry, Brady. You gotta hear it, though. Is NQ gonna drop? That's a question. Let's change this song. Thanks, Brady. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it makes it a lot better when I can just rip on you for not showing up. Taffy. Taffy's been asleep on my bed for the past like 4 hours. I don't know what he's doing. Wake up. Bye. Come here. I swear that cat is pretty much a dog. He doesn't even respond to pss, pss, pss. I gotta actually say his name to get his attention. It's the only cat I've ever met like that. Met. Oops. Oh, it's dropping a little bit. Will it reach the level? Highly doubt it. Come on, you can do it, NQ. Please. If I beg the chart to do something, do you think it'll work? Like if I just get on my knees and put my hands together and beg, do you think it'll work? Nah, Zuma, it's not really giving much, but there is one thing I wouldn't mind. Like, say we close like this and then the next one does this. Then I put a boss up there and kind of ride it up to that level. But yeah, looks like it might not even overextend. NQ is kind of coming down to that level. But not really. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Been here for like an hour and 15 minutes now at this point, so. Yeah, Asia has been good for a while, hey. Thinking about taking off, to be honest, and just keeping an eye on it outside of the stream. Yeah, for some reason, whenever there's tariff talks, Asia's good. Oh, 3 a.m. for you? Damn. My man's grinding. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is like 11 p.m. for me. That's still not late, though, at all. Crazy B, I'm not sure exactly what the options are going into this new intake or whatever. I'm not really involved in the management or anything with the interviews. I don't know anything about that, so I would say just prepare yourself with, you know, what you're saying there, and tell them exactly what you feel like you need, and they'll probably get you set up with that type of thing. Yeah, Zuma, I feel you, man. It's not a bad life, though. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, you did, Seth? Nice, man. Yeah, it's good to be emotionally neutral, I feel like. That's good too. Yeah, W. Buy or sell, I would say sit on your hands and wait. I do want to sell NQ below this level, not gonna lie, so I might stick around a little bit longer. I don't know what you want to fix. You're not supposed to breathe in trades. You're supposed to just inhale cigarette smoke and not blow it out. Isn't that like common practice for trading? Yeah, man. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've done it many times. I've blown like 15,000 accounts, and every time I was like half a pack deep without exhaling. So I know what I'm talking about. Oops. No, not the forbidden 5 minute. Yeah, they need to have a leaderboard for who contributes the most in activation fees. That'd be gas. Bluey, no. Yeah, you caught me in 4K, man. What can I say? Yeah, you can have a cookie, man. If you have half a pack of cigarettes before you exhale, you deserve a cookie. That's for sure. Yeah, Zuma, I'll show you. It's basically like, I really don't like that the wick is this high, but if it did do something like this, which it doesn't seem very likely. Actually, you know what? That is way too high. It's not even an option right now, to be honest. Let's say it didn't wick up so much and it just did this. On the next candle, I'd want the I want it to wick down a bit below where it opens and then push up, and once it breaks this previous wick, I'd have a buy stop put right there. Yeah, it can't even really happen right now. Damn, Cody. Dude, there's nothing worse than that, man. When you're low on cigarettes and you give someone one, and then they just don't respect it, don't even smoke the whole thing. You're like, bro. Yeah, it's tough. It's an experience, though. For sure. I actually went out a couple months ago or a month ago or something, and I did go out to a bar and I forgot my nicotine gum, and then after like 2 drinks I ended up getting a vape, and all of a sudden I was like half a pack of cigarettes deep, and then this girl was there and she had a menthol cigarette, which I haven't had for a long time, and she offered me one. I was like, yo, yeah, that's sick. And we ended up going to a pizza place after they shut it all down. And on my way, I was finally, like, I was saving it for the perfect moment to do it because it had just been so long since I had a menthol one. I lit it backwards. The worst thing that could possibly happen. That's it, though. On NQ, I see where your head's at for sure. I wouldn't take it personally, even if it did close exactly like this, just because it's so messy right here. And it's just overall in a weird position, honestly. There's not much space to go to the next level. You know, it just looks weird structurally. To me, I'm not that interested personally, but I do see where your head's at, though. Yeah, Seth, it was too many, bro. Way too many. In about an hour and a half, I would say the volume's going to be trash from that point on, Guardius. Sometimes it doesn't even drop off. You can go all the way to London with good volume, but it's just not predictable. Most of the time, you just say like 3 hours in, call it for Asia. Yeah, guys, I'm going to call it there, to be honest. I don't see anything that I'm interested in at the moment. I mean, I'll give it probably another hour and a half, like I said, for something to develop, but I highly doubt it will. So I'm just going to call it there. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Yeah, I hope everybody's going to be chilling. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.